crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind. Trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
Hello and welcome to Ketter Farms. We are, as usual, scrambling to get ready here, but I am excited to be back to some Farm Sim tonight. I felt it was fitting given that it is National Agriculture Day, and so I'm very excited to be live streaming tonight. We've had a chaotic couple of weeks, folks. I'm gonna just leave it at that. It has been crazy, but we're hopefully gonna be getting into things here. I just restarted the game in hopes of getting my steering wheel working tonight, so we're loading up here still. Happy to see everybody in chat. We've got a full house already tonight. Nagi, good to see you up there. Tech for the Disabled, good to see you. Bank Sinatra, good to see you, man. I think I saw Pleasant View Farms in here. Good to see you. Perma's Modding, awesome to see you, sir. And Scooter's Workbench, good to see you, man. Good to see you. We are hopefully going to have a smooth stream tonight. We have restarted the Westby map. I've had 5 different Westby starts now so far, between testing and multiplayer servers and everything going on there. And MB Farms has been working hard with a lot of support from a bunch of people in the community, trying to get Westby into the best state it can be in. And so I'm really excited to see how this goes. And let's see here, we're jumping into a tractor, and I have no steering wheel, so give me 1 second, folks. We're going to jump right back to the main menu and just double check that Farm Sim's seeing it. If we can't get this working after this, I'll just move this big steering wheel out of my way here. I've got a brand new kind of setup here in my office too, so you're looking at a different wall at the moment. We've been moving things around, which has been interesting for sure. And yes, I have a different set of joysticks that got turned on. That was what's causing the problem. So let's see if this solves the issue. I got what do you call it? I got a set of joysticks and had been playing around with those for a little bit, and then it overwrote all of the settings that I've got here in Farm Sim. So now that I've hopefully it's seeing my steering wheel now, so I'm hoping this is gonna work. We've got to reset the dead zones though on everything, so we've got quite a few people here. And yeah, normally just unplugging it and plugging it back in is all I have to do, but all the controls for Farm Sim got completely overwritten by my joysticks. All of the key bindings were just toast. So hoping this is gonna work out here real quick. I don't see, unfortunately, the like accelerate and pedals and stuff. Oh, there they are. They're all there. We're good. We're good. All right. As always, we're doing it live, folks. Hey, it's Wes Henry. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna go with it one way or the other. This is either gonna work or it's not, and if it doesn't, we'll just move this steering wheel out of the way. So we've got lots of people joining the stream here. Hello to everybody who's joining. Apologies, I'm getting set up as we get started here as usual. It's funny, I bought 2 of these new joysticks because I have the intent, to play some space games at some point, and they had a really good deal on these Thrustmaster, what is it, the T16000 or M's, and they had a pack where you could get 2 of them for a ridiculously good price. And so I picked those up and was playing around getting it set up on my computer, and I launched Farm Sim, and the whole camera and everything just was going crazy. So I got to figure out how to get that configured a little bit better. But either way, we've made it back onto the server. I'm sure everybody's getting tired of me sinking in and out of the server here, so hopefully this is the last time. Oh, there we go. All we have to do is turn the tractor on to get the wheels to spin, so we're good to go. If I can get out of all of these tractors. And so it looks like all of our equipment keeps moving around to different spots here. We've got the big farm all set up here again on Westby. So if you watched my previous live streams, we had been running on this farm and ran into a number of problems. And so we've got the farm back up and running today. We did a little bit of work off camera to make sure things were going to be working. And we actually bought 40 cows, it looks like. And so now we need to see if we can get these cows actually making some milk here, because Westby at its heart is a dairy map, and we need to get this going. But that means we need to find a source of straw. So we've got some folks on the server here who've said that we can come and pick up their straw. So we're probably going to be doing that here tonight and figuring out what else we're going to do. We've got a lot of land, but not a lot of fields. It's a lot of grass areas. So we're going to do that. And I see a lot of talk about augers here. And so I'm going to jump down here to the bottom part of the map if I can. And show off the augers that we're talking about. So the big dairy farm actually has this bin site down here towards the bottom of the map. And we've got this nice Westfield auger here for unloading into these bins. This one's worked really well for me so far. So this is the one that I definitely like using, the Westfield 13071. I believe that's on Scooter's Workbench's Facebook page, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's Scooter right there. So if you're looking for this, it's a great medium-sized auger. Fits really well here on this part, although it looks like my connectors have come undone up here. That might be my fault. We did do some XML work on the server here, so some of our equipment needs a little bit of a reset, but this auger is perfectly sized for all these little to medium-sized bins on this map. So that's what we've been using in Farm Sim 22 here. So let's see if I can find an appropriate tractor. We did decide to go with some of the Kloss equipment on this particular map for some reason. Honestly, I just hadn't played with it in 19 when the Kloss DLC came out. And I thought it'd be kind of fun since there's not necessarily a ton of American equipment for all aspects of what I wanted to do. I thought, well, why not give it a shot, play with something a little bit different for our first couple of pieces of equipment here. We are, using the loading wagon here. We almost hit that mailbox with the lag spike there, but we seem to be good now. And Legendary has been kind enough to offer to let us go get some straw off of his field. So that's what I'm going to start doing here. The server is hopping tonight, so let's go ahead and give a shout out to some of the people who are on the server right now. We've got Austin, who's been helping out on the main farm here, I'll call it, my farm. I have opened this up to everybody. All the members that don't have their own farm that they want to run, they can come and hang out in my farm. And I've been on a few times off and on in the last couple of weeks. So while I've been quiet from a video perspective, we have been on trying to get the servers running and iron out some of the kinks. Legendary's on here doing some stuff as always. We've got JH Farms here, Jeff on JH Farms. We've got Tom here on Rook's Farms. And then we've got Mark, and I believe it's Mark as well, for M&M Farms. And then other farms on here, we've got CSV Lutz, Bow Hunter, and Nagi playing on the server as well. So, Godly Devil in the chat. Good to see you, man. So we're going to figure out where field 48 and 39 are here. I think that those are the fields up here. Let's take a look at the map here. 46. There's so many fields on this map. I'm just blind. Let me check again. He said 48 and 39. Can get straw right here. Tom's got straw in field 87. Is that Tom? I can't tell. Or right in front of me. I don't know. I need field numbers, folks. I am, there it is, field 48. I found it. We're gonna go. How do I get up there? I think there's got to be a road over here somewhere, right? I don't think I have to go all the way to the other side of the map. We'll find out. 85. We'll come back and grab... Well, we can grab a load off 85 right here real quick. So I, unfortunately, didn't get a chance to harvest the oats on my field before the server... Oh, I'm going to need contractor access there, Tom. I didn't get a chance to harvest my oats. So we didn't get any straw to feed our cows here. So we're going to try and borrow some straw from some of the neighbors here and get this going. Quietly awaiting exactly. I've got a cool special video coming out on some cool stuff that Perma's Modding's been working on recently. I've worked on it the last couple of nights here finally, and I can't wait to get that out in front of you guys. There's some cool stuff coming. McKnight Gaming, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Stranded Kansan up there. I missed you earlier. Welcome to the stream. Always good to see you. Let's not steal the hay. We've got plenty of hay. We cut all of the grass fields on the big farm here and turned most of it into silage. And so we've got a huge bunk of silage that I just covered up here earlier today. So we're going to be set on silage for a while. In fact, we might even sell some silage tonight just to get things going. But I want to get the cows producing milk here, so road to go north is near the store. See, I would have gone the other way and had to turn around and go back probably. And yeah, Perma's Modding sent me a couple of different mods to show off, so I'm probably gonna do a video to show off a couple of mods and maybe some tutorial videos and such to follow. So Perma's always got the cool stuff coming out. Yeah, Pleasant View Farms, I feel bad. I was like, well, you know, if anybody's got some spare straw, and everybody's like, you can steal mine, it's okay. Yeah, Austin, actually, that oat field is going to need to be cultivated. I need to figure out what tillage tool I'm getting. I can't recall. I wanted to try out the John Deere vertical tillage tool that Dennis Farms released a while back. I never got a chance to download that, and there's 2 versions of it. And I can't remember if one of them is going to work as a subsoiler or a plow, because I really need something that's going to subsoil for me. And so we might be able to borrow one from one of the neighbors. That's the fun thing about multiplayer servers for me, is getting to just borrow and lend equipment out. And so we've made excuse me, I've made all of the other farms on the map have contractor access to the Kedrick Farms farm on the multiplayer server. And so I'm hoping that as things go on, people can find some use for some of the equipment that I've got on my farm when I'm not using it. And yeah, I didn't really accomplish much by backing up there. I was trying to pick up a little bit more of that straw left there. Yeah, Henrik, it's not often that I get into a Kloss tractor. I thought it would be fun to use a little bit of different equipment off and on. I've actually seen a few of these floating around now, so I've been really enjoying it. Crooked Creek Modding. Actually, I did a video on it not too long ago. I should probably link that back up. I'm a partner with G-Portal, and so I host all of my servers with G-Portal. I've got 4 farming simulator servers that I host. 2 of them are active servers for members of the channel. For multiplayer, we're currently running this map, finally. And then we've also got a Shellbrook server set up. And so that's been a lot of fun, although quite a few people have jumped over here onto Westby. We've got a full load of farms here on Westby. All 8 slots are full right now, so that's been a lot of fun. And then I'm currently looking for a map for our 3rd members server. We tend to try and run 3 to 4 members servers right now. But if you are looking to get into a dedicated server, I did a video on how to set up a dedicated server on G-Portal, and it is a lot of people have actually taken me up on this. I've got I think it's a 5% discount code if you use Kedrick Farms as your discount code. When you get your G-Portal server, you get 5% off of the cost of your server. And so I was surprised. Hundreds of people have actually used that code and taken advantage of that. So we've always liked the G-Portal service. I think what I like most is that they have some pretty good service when you do have a problem, because we were having server problems for a little while, and I just got a support ticket in and they took care of it pretty quick. Now, I'm seeing that straw is not accepted here, which is mildly concerning. I think... Oh, wait. There's a place right over here for loose straw. Otherwise, you got to dump bales in here. So, we can get our loose straw in here. Have I thought about Elk River? I have heard that that's a pretty good map from a number of people, so I'm kind of curious to check it out. Somebody told me it'd probably be a better single-player map. I don't know if it's the one I'm thinking of, how well it's set up for multiplayer, but I'd definitely like to check that out. The Elk Mountain, Elk River, are those different maps or the same one? I can't remember. I also know Yukon Valley is out, and I've wanted to set up a multiplayer server on that for, what do you call it? For the mining aspect. I've never done any of the mining stuff here in Farm Sim, so I thought that'd be really fun to do. And I'm trying to figure out what to do with all this straw now so that I can use my loading wagon. Maybe what we'll do is back up. I can't really use my pedals right now. I forgot to put a rug under my chair. And so every time I push on the pedals, I'm scooting way back here. My floor is quite a rolly. So I'm going to try and dump this straw in another one of these barns. Even though we don't have animals in it yet, I think it's going to let me dump the straw in there. Because I think these have like a static, what do you call it, capacity in them. Oh no, the grass is growing through my floor. Now I gotta find this. This is kind of like the other barn. There's part of it that'll allow you to dump loose straw and part of it that's set up for bales. So you always gotta drive through until you find your straw spot. It's an amazing map, but kind of small for multiplayer. Yeah, so that might be a good Let's Play series at some point. Where I think something like Yukon River Valley would be an amazing multiplayer map, just, you know, for people to get together and do things, so. There we go. So that's a load of straw. I thought that this was going to take more than one load of straw for these 40 cows that we've got in here. So we'll have to see how this goes. The other thing that Elk Mountain might be fun for is, I think I saw, is FSG and Argsy doing a multiplayer on that one, or is it just FSG doing single player on there? But that might be kind of fun to do more of a one farm multiplayer experience, and see how that goes. I've got some ideas, different things I want to try over time here. I'm just looking here real quick. So we've got some hay, we've got some straw. I need some silage in here. And so I would love to get our silage going. And it looks like, it looks like our silage is actually done here and already uncovered. I put one whole load of silage in here, or a load and a half it looks like. So we got 58,000 liters that I covered up in the very first load, and then this one just got covered right before the live stream. So I might try and just pick this up with the loading wagon, since I don't really have anything to scoop it up with, and we've only got $58,000 left to our name after buying our starting equipment here. So we're gonna try and use the skills I learned when I was playing on the Farm Sim network and get away with the bare minimum amount of equipment that we've got here. I've heard of this Huron County, Michigan map that's a 16x. I would be really curious to take a look at that. I've been out of pocket for the last 2-3 weeks. I've been, you know, as many of you are aware, not around much. And so I'll be really curious to see how that map plays out. It might make a great multiplayer server. So I'll have to take a look at it. And I'll be doing a lot of trying to catch up over the next few weeks and just figure out if we can see how many maps and different things have come out. I did see that the Frankenmuth map finally came out on the Mod Hub for all consoles. So for those people that are looking for a good console map that's also got a US flavor to it, that one looks like it's out now. And I'm trying to see, how do I uncover the next bit of this? Maybe I can do it from the other end. Open silo. There we go. Did it not open? Well, I was kind of expecting this to open up here a bit. All right, well, we've got enough to get these cows going. Crooked Creek, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one, sir. We're definitely going to need somebody with a shovel. Something with a loader on it at some point. There you go. Go blue. I love it, Cedo. Oh, and we've moved some of the manure piles and stuff. So the manure pile for this barn is right here on the side now, where I think they were sharing one before. So we're gonna see. I think I can use this to put my silage in here. Eventually, we'll have to get all the right equipment, but for the purposes of today, this is going to get us started, and then we'll have to get a piece of tillage equipment here shortly. It was released the day before Westby, so it got overshadowed. Nice. Yeah, I definitely didn't see it. I was really focused in on trying to get Westby out the door at the time, and it just didn't happen. I saw Clarkson US came out. I think that was a Mod Hub map, and I haven't seen that yet. Blackout Gaming, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Let's see here. We're going to just park this thing here. Which tractor am I driving? I think I'm driving the bigger tractor. Somebody said that they had a piece of tillage equipment here, and I would need to figure out who that was and see if we can borrow it, because I don't think I can afford tillage. Let me look. The tillage equipment I wanted to buy for the farm was under disc harrows. I think it was this one that I was planning on buying, and that's well out of my price range. So we're going to see. Does somebody have a piece of tillage equipment? Mark, could I come grab the ripper? Oh, I think Austin's actually out grabbing a ripper. Cool. We'll get that going. Let's see what we've got. You've got a 5-section plow I could use. So what I want to do, if we look at the map here, is we've got this oats field here that is withered and dead, and so I think I want to expand this oat field some, and then we have a field over here that's nothing, and then we have some soybeans that we're going to get out of this strip here in the middle. So I think we want to expand these strips and give us some room to have some corn for silage is my plan. Stranded Kansan, we've got 40 cows to start with, and that's mostly because we ran out of money. There's no road over there. Let's go this way. I think for me, when I looked at Clarkson Farms, it had a, there was so few fields, if it's the one I'm thinking of. It was like, what, 13 fields? Maybe I'm thinking of the other map that came out, but I think that's the one. And it just felt like the fields were going to be really big. Sam, the next episode of Westby, Wisconsin should be coming out sometime, probably this weekend, because I haven't recorded it yet. And so I have to find the time to record it, which won't be tonight because we're live streaming. And then I've got to get it edited and uploaded. So hopefully that'll be a weekend release here. We've got another couple of videos that are going to come out before that on some mod previews, mod review stuff that modders have asked me to do. And so we've got a bunch of stuff lined up that I just need to get off my plate and get it onto the channel here shortly. So that's what I've been starting to work on here this week. So I'm looking over here at our withered oat field, and I'm thinking this entire grass area up here that runs along the road, I think we're going to turn this all into part of that oat field. And so before I do that, I need to come out here and grab the rest of this hay that we left out in the field and pick this up and bring it on up to the yard there somewhere, and then we can till all this up. Luckily, I've got the Cultivator Create Fields mod on the server, I'm pretty sure, so we should be able to do that, and that'll be awesome. Lewis, this map definitely has a strong emphasis on cows. However, you can definitely do lots of arable farming. There's tons of fields on the map, and there's several farms that are set up very well to do just normal farming. But every farm on the map does have a dairy barn or a cow pasture of some kind on it. And if so, what is this? Is it available for PC? Yes, this is Westby, Wisconsin, and it is available on PC. And Pleasant View Farms, absolutely. That's a cool mod pack, and one that I've had been getting to showing off in my next single-player Westby series. That was going to be the tillage tool of choice, and then I went missing in action for several weeks. So we will definitely need to get to that as well, because that has been a pretty cool set of older style cultivators. There's a feed wagon for sale. Let me look. Let's see if we've got the money for this. Where is this? Sales. We've got the small one. We probably need one. This is probably a good price. It's 50% off. Oh, goodness. We bought that other tractor at full price. That irks me. I should have looked at the sales. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to get a little feed wagon here for $14K just to get us started. RZ Gaming, good to see you, man. Hope you've been well. We're getting back into the swing of things here slowly, hopefully. I feel like I've gone away and come back a number of times in the last few months, but hopefully we're getting things back on track here. I have to say it would make me happy if the rest of the world could settle down here. So I think I'm going to go out here and take the road down to that part of the field just for a change of scenery here. We've got somebody out here combining. The other thing I love about multiplayer is the mix of equipment that you get to see out in the fields. We've got a couple of people that love their red tractors and equipment on the server, and then we also have a couple of people who are diehard John Deere fans, like myself normally. So I'm using the other color green right now, but we'll definitely be picking up some John Deere tractors here soon as we get going and start expanding the farm. That's me. I'm a distraction. My wife says the same thing. We both work from home now, and when I need a break, you know, I'll go upstairs, and 'cause my office is in the basement, and I'll just like want to go talk and take a break, and she's like, "I'm trying to work. Go away, go away." Alan Troiter, oh, good to see you, man. It's been a while. Hopefully you've been doing well. And I just turned this loading wagon on, and I forgot to set it down, so we didn't get any of that hay there. We're going to swing back around and try that again. Whoa, there's a ditch there I didn't see. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, we're stuck in the tree. It's my land. What do you mean I don't have access to it? There's a reason this hay is out in the road, apparently. We're bad neighbors. Are FS19 mods better than FS22 mods? Not in my experience. Like, converting mods to FS22 has turned out to be, I'll say, relatively easy compared to previous versions of the game. And so a good chunk of the FS22 mods are just FS19 conversions. Or, you know, sometimes they've been upgraded and brought up to the latest and greatest standards, which is always appreciated. But in my experience, I have found that for the most part, FS22 has been really solid. I think it's an improvement in just about every way over 19. And so it just depends on what you're looking for in your mods. There's definitely more mods for 19, but 22 is catching up fast. But yeah, if you're talking about just what's possible and the quality of the mods, 22 has got so much more potential. It's really disorienting to drive a tractor from the head-on view. It's kind of fun. Let's get out of the trees, though. And, yeah, we've got just a little bit of hay here. I don't know what we're going to do with this hay. We don't really have any good mods for storing loose stuff, but I hate baling, hate it. And so we're probably going to be putting some kind of silo or stave mods on the server here to help me store some of this loose material at some point. Have a good one, Toby. Good luck with the Shellbrook harvest. I know there's a lot of fields ready for harvest over there right now. And Brian Rutherford, I can't remember. I think I might have missed your message earlier. So good to see ya. Hope you are having a good one. Playing Farmers Dynasty. Nice. That's a game that I never got a chance to try. I know a lot of people were playing it back in the day, and I just never got around to trying it out. Farmer Taz, good to see you in the chat, sir. Whoa. The trees on this map are getting me every time I try to turn. Oh, look, there's some hay down here. All right, we're going to pick it up, or it'll bug me. At least the little bits, or maybe we won't. Oh, my goodness, we turned it off. We raised it up. We're going in circles. Oh, my goodness. Let's turn around and try this again. It doesn't help that I can't use my pedals right now, so that's what I'm going to blame. That's my story, at least. And once again, the pickup wasn't down. You'd think I'd learn like 2 or 3 tries, and you'd think I could get this, but instead, we're probably just going to drive in circles all night. Goodness. The commodity shed, Pleasant View Farms, that's an interesting mod. I think I've checked that out. That's for, is that for selling and buying stuff or what? I don't remember what that mod does, and I just missed my strip again because I'm trying to read chat. I definitely can't multitask tonight, folks. There we go. We got it. Now, these other strips over here are grass, so we're not going to mix that in with all this hay that we've got right now. Vincent, it doesn't matter how you drive in your home field as long as you get the job done exactly. I haven't put enough time in with the steering wheel lately. Gotta get used to playing Farm Sim again. I've been away for almost 3 weeks now, so we've got to get the rust knocked off here and get back into the swing of things for sure. Matthew Weiss, how you doing? We're going to try and remember to drink our water tonight too, folks, so I don't lose my voice halfway through. That's the other big fear with having been away for so long. Now, I've got all this hay. Let me get swung around here because I was going to put it into this barn, and I don't know if I have any room for it. I do not. We've got hay and silage. We got our straws all filled up. We'll see if the health and productivity start to come up now when the hour ticks over. I think those stats only update once an hour. And so we're going to put this in the other one over here. Louis, please tell me if it's a mod where it's unlimited TMR already made. There is a mod where you can buy TMR right out of a silo pre-made. I forget what that's called, but there's definitely a mod for that. We're not doing bales tonight. I'm considering doing bales at some point on this farm because things are definitely set up well for bales on this map. With the exception of this farm. This farm is the only bale that does, or the only farm that doesn't have built-in bale storage. All the other farms on the map actually have a built-in bale storage, so that's one thing that we're not doing yet. But we might go and help out one of the other farms on the map at some point with bale storage. Carson, there's a tornado in New Orleans. Stay safe, sir. I know there's been a ton of tornadoes in the south this week. Crazy weather for sure. Paul, I have not heard that Unit Convert is being converted for FS22. I do know that there's a mod coming out, quote-unquote, soon that has a Unit Convert-like functionality. But that is a video that should come out later this week here for a preview of a mod that has some of that functionality. but an actual full unit convert I don't think is in the works as far as I've heard. I know Thundar has said he's kind of on a break. Yep, there you go, Nagi. That's the one that I was thinking of. McKnight's got silos that have an all-in-one buy point where you can buy TMR pre-made. In fact, I can't recall if those are on the in-game mod hub, but I know that he's linked all of his mods on my Discord server, actually. And so if you go on to the Kettering Farms Discord server, which there's a link in the description of the video, you'll see that there is a link to Discord, and on the Discord server there's an FS22 mods folder where you can find a lot of great mods. And we're disconnecting this, and then I'm gonna hit somebody up. Who's got another plow / cultivator I can borrow? I'm pretty sure most of the people are actually watching the live stream, so it's funny that I'm typing the message out, but there it is. We need one. I think Austin took Mark's Ripper, and then Tom says he's got one. Because I'm looking for anything that can till up some grass to make a field here. So a plow or a cultivator is going to work out for me. I think Tom is right across the road here, so I'm going to hop across the road. See if we can borrow the neighbor's plow. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is Tom's farm. Oh no. Oh no. That was almost a crash counter, folks. Almost a crash counter. Oh, look, he's got the cool tractor too. I love this tractor. Oh, Tom's got a crash counter. I love this tractor, the 2870. This Traction King is such a sweet setup. Look at that. Look at that. I'll trade you. I'll trade you here. I'm going to shut this off, though, so it's not running. You can borrow the Kloss for a bit. We're going to take this Traction King out for a spin. Look at this thing. Oops. I've got gears in this tractor. I got to actually pay attention to the gearbox. We're going to have these duals hanging way over the plowed section, but that's all right. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, folks. Let's see if I can remember. There's the gear shift up. All right, I've got gear shifting down. Let's turn on some hazards for our short trek across the road. And then what's my gear ranges? There's the range key. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look inside of this thing. Oh, look at that. Oh, goodness. I like this thing. This is a cool looking cab. All right. So, I don't even know where I'm going. Take the duals off. I mean, I probably would actually take them off for plowing, or at least take them off of one side in real life, but not on this thing. We're just going to run it like this. We're trying not to crash into things. My steering wheel is giving me fits. Whoa. I don't know if that's multiplayer server lag or the fact that I'm driving like way too fast. Brian Oxendine, good to see you, man. Hopefully you've been well, sir. It's been a little while since I've been on. We're going to have all kinds of fun trying to plow a straight line with this tonight, though. I can tell already. I do like that when we're hitting the bumps, you can see the axle moving independent to the frame. That's some good detail. I dig it. I dig it. Mr. DuBois, good to see you as always. Hopefully you've been doing well. Oh my goodness, Brian with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Yeah, we just installed the update on our other multiplayer server with your trucks that you released I don't know, a week or two ago here now. I can't remember if we've got the update on here, but it's the first truck everybody asks for on the multiplayer servers, so we've definitely got you set up. I am going to now start creating this field up here, though. So let's see how this goes. We're going to cut Austin off here, see if I can sneak in front of him without crashing into anybody. There we go. Tom did install GPS on here. Yeah, we got to do the outside first. Let's see here. F1, allow create fields, lower plow, create mess. Got it. Guess we could turn the flashers off now that I'm no longer a menace to society. And remember that this thing's going to hang way off to my left side. I don't want to get into the road ditch here. Oh, we're going to have lots of cleanup to do. All right, let's go. Let's put it down into second range here. And maybe drop this down a couple. There we go. It's like we're kind of struggling to get up this hill here. I really don't want to get into the ditch grass there. I want to kind of keep this right on the edge of this field, hopefully. We've already mowed this grass a couple of times now, and we've got more grass than I know what to do with, so this is getting converted into a field for us here. We've got too much grass, not enough fields. While we do need some money, we've got a ton of silage cooking in the bunker right now, so we can always sell some of that off because our cows are currently full. I guess I could buy another 40 cows in one of the other barns here, but turn the plow be easier. Hey, now let's not use logic. Yes, that would be a lot easier, actually. Hang on. What's the button to turn the plow? X? No, B. B to rotate. Back we go. Back we go. All right. Let's see. Lower. Oops. Let's go forward. Oh, goodness. All right, supposedly this is easier. Let's see if we can line things up now. The big problem with doing it this way is I should probably just go in cab because I can't quite see where my edge is, but that's all right. It does handle a little bit better when I'm turning, so. Yeah, I'm always amazed at how many Michiganders we've got, both in the audience and also in the modding community as well. We've got quite a few modders from Michigan, so every time I talk to somebody new, it's like, oh, I didn't realize you were in Michigan. You're like a half an hour away from me. So I've been lucky enough to actually get to meet a number of modders in real life now, which has been cool. And yeah, I don't know. It's always fun to meet people from the community in real life. Put a face with the name. Yeah, Brian, you're like not that far from me. I know you're not. That's with so many people in the Metro Detroit area, especially. It's like I could just start listing off places and people would know where I live within, 5-10 minutes. So yeah, Lansing, there you go. Been up to Lansing quite a few times. Yeah, Austin, I didn't think that little tractor was going to do so well with the tillage. This one's doing great, though. On the hills and everything. I guess I could probably give it another gear here. I think it's capable of plowing at like 8 miles an hour. All right, I may come back and clean up some of these lines later, but I think this is going to do a good job of at least determining the area that I want to open up for this field. And then we're gonna just start plowing it out here. Maybe I'll do one more time around, give myself some headland, and then I'll go back and forth. What is that? This is a Traction King. These, one of the neighbors, when I used to farm, one of our neighbors had one of these, and I would always see it out in the field, and I would be out driving in like a 4240 or maybe a 4850, and I was always so jealous because it just such a cool looking tractor setup. I don't know, I like it. We are missing all kinds of grass here, my goodness. We'll get the GPS going here after this round. Oh my goodness. Those grass fields don't need to be created after you cut them. You can cultivate them. That I didn't know, but I'm merging it in with this oats field. So I know there's at least this small strip that's in between here. I'm going to turn off the plow to create fields mode once I get to the end here and test that theory out, though, because that would make it a lot less likely to create a mess if that's the case. Yeah, Scooter, I've got that on the other server. This is one of the plows that one of the neighbors bought on the multiplayer server here. We're too poor to afford money, or to afford equipment right now. So we're making do with whatever has been bought. But I know on my single player playthrough, I think I've got that nice red moldboard plow. And this has just been a perfect map for trying out some of this older, smaller equipment. Yeah, Brian, that's probably true. I do remember that it was always bouncing about out in the field there. I can't believe we came at that and missed half of the grass, so we'll do it again. All right, now somebody says I don't need to have the create fields turned on to plow this up. Let's make sure I've got this off. Limit to fields, lower, put it back in drive. Let's see it. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's going to make life so much easier. Of course, we're having a hard time getting up this hill, but... All right. Well, in that case, we're going to clean this up right to the road ditch here. And gears. Gotta remember I'm using gears. We were driving those hydrostat style tractors or whatever they're called with the CVT in them. Lower. Here we go. Boom. We're going to clean this line up now that I know we can. Maybe we should try and get a GPS track going. Is this a straight line? We'll find out. Let's try it. GPS. Go, 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 go. All right. See if the cruise control works here since my foot pedal is not working so well. Dustin had surgery last Friday. Sorry to hear it, man. I have been through a couple of surgeries myself in the last several months, so I feel your pain. Hopefully nothing too serious. And let me remember here. What is the control? Is it Alt-L? There we go, to see the lines. Let's auto-width this. Oh, no. Not quite what I intended, but I'm going to let it go because there's a bunch of grass right there that we're going to clean up. And it looks like it did the offset and everything right for me. I do have to say, GPS has definitely improved. I like GPS. I mean, it's not that it's that much different over the FS19 version, but the little things like the addition of the buttons to do certain things has been amazing. And so I don't even know which track we need to be on, but we're just going to grab a track and go right back into it. Oh, we got right back in the next one. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's why. All right. I know what I'm doing wrong. And when I turn around, I have to flip the plow over, which is annoying, but that's how it goes. So let me back up here. We're going to get into the other track and see if we can straighten this back out. Go. Oh no. We have gears. We forgot about the gears. We almost hit that tree. Alright, right here. This is the track I want to be on. Let's see if we can sort this out. Lower. My goodness. It's like I can't remember what the keys are anymore. Alright. So now that we've sorted that out, so we have to remember to turn our plow every time we go around. We're missing a track in here, I know. We'll have to clean that up at some point here, but in theory, as I flip back and forth now, this should go much better. Knee replacement surgery, Brian. That sounds fairly serious. Definitely going to keep you from walking for a little bit there, probably. Dustin had your hamstring repaired. 33 staples. That's a lot of staples. We've got Mark down there plowing in all of our oats. At least we're probably getting... Do you get a fertilizer bonus for plowing under withered crops, or is it just if they're actual crops? I can't remember. I don't think we're getting any fertilizer bonuses. Oh, we are getting a mulched... Oh, I thought we were getting a mulched, and then it went away. It was such a tease. We do need to plow up all this grass, though, with the plow, though, so that we actually get a plow bonus. Tech head, your left hip disabled. Everybody's falling apart here. Alright, we're gonna remember to flip the plow. We gotta remember to shift the gears back into the correct direction. And then I'm not gonna bother to try and get right back into the same track, I don't think. We're just gonna grab a new one. And keep going here. We're definitely going to need to buy a bigger plow for ourselves here when we pick up a piece of equipment, because my plan is to do corn silage in some of these fields, because that's going to be a load of fun on the side of a hill. But I think that's what I want to do with this big field is put some corn silage in here. And you guys know my patience for plowing with small pieces of equipment here. I mean, look at how skinny this line is. It's going to take all day. So we're definitely going to be buying something bigger. However, if I look at the calendar here, I think we can get a wheat or barley crop planted, harvest it in May, and get our corn in and do a double crop with corn, and then be able to do some corn silage again in the fall and kind of keep cycling with the corn and the wheat. That way we're getting some straw and we're getting some chaff for our, or some silage for our cows, which is going to be good. Scooters, you used to wonder why old people always smelled like Ben Gay. You've hit that age now that you understand why. Yep, I've definitely leveraged that from time to time here. We're going to try and widen this headland out a little bit, because I'm tired of running into the trees when I get to the end here. And I've only done 2 passes. let's get rid of that. And of course I'm missing a whole chunk of the headland already. My goodness. Probably actually be easier if I went in cab here, maybe. Just line the hood up with the grass line there. Nope, that's getting to be difficult. Visibility not so great when you're not going in a straight line there. WD-40 works better. Nice. Icy hot is a lifesaver. See, these are all things in my cabinet now that I'm on the older side. We're gonna go ahead and flip this around. Does your 5-section actually plow, Legendary? Oops. We hit too many buttons. Spacebar to go forward. Because if your 5-section is a plow, I'm gonna come and borrow it, I think. Come on, you can do it. Climb this hill, Traction King. Traction is right in the name. You're the king of traction. Oh my goodness. There's a name I recognize. How is it going, Mrs. Wallen? Needs a 400 horsepower torque. Though I've got a 400 horsepower tractor, I think. How much did it cost? Because I can't afford it. So unless you're not using it, it's not going to help me out. Let's get this tall grass while I'm here. Oh, you're using it with the big tractor. There you go. Yeah, see, these need the create field thing, so let's do that real quick while I'm here. Go forward. Go forward. Create fields. Drop a plow. Here we good. The farm is coming together. We're finally farming. Our cows can eat now. That's important to making money, apparently. Cows that don't eat don't make milk. Who would have thunk? You had the 9RT on the old server? Yeah. That is probably one of the easier tractors I've found for leveraging workers and stuff on the maps. Oh no. Stop. Go forward. Let's turn off create fields. Yes. And go. You can do it, Traction King. It's not that big of a hill. It's not that big of a hill. Alright, let's turn this back on. Let's jump onto our track now. And let the Traction King do his thing on the other way. And let's look at the store here. We're going to need a plow eventually because every time we do... what do you call it? Every time we do corn, we're going to have to plow afterwards. And so this thing's only 75K. We still can't afford it. How wide is this? 8.4. Yeah, 20 meters. It's kind of hard to beat 20 meters. I was kind of hoping to try this thing out, though. That's only 9 meters. You guys know how much I love plowing with small implements, though. Plows up here, gotta go rock a kid to sleep, have at it. Let me see where's up here at. Up there, field 77 is my guess. We might swap out here. We'll go borrow somebody else's equipment for a little bit here for a change of scenery. Give us a reason to jump to another part of the map. Goodness me. We've missed all these little bits. I know it's just irking some people. Now, don't get me wrong. If I was on my single-player save and on a smaller set of fields, this tractor and plow setup, or at least the tractor, I would have probably used the case plow with it. I love the look of this tractor, and it's the perfect size for most of the farms on this map. I'm just a oversized equipment kind of a guy. Oh, look at this. It's coming with a high horsepower tractor here. The sign, Jeff. All the signs are indestructible. I guess that's probably a good thing with me driving around on this map. I'm going the wrong way to return this tractor. U-turn. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going the right way. This farm's over here. I know where I'm going, honestly. Yeah, Jeff, that would be a smidge better to get some of this tillage done here in the live stream than trying to do everything with the Traction King. The Traction King is fun. I'm glad I got to take this for a spin. We're going to drop it back off up here. We've logged our 15 minutes on it. Oh, Traction King, you needed to be Horsepower King because you are struggling. You're struggling there, sir. Here we go. Now, where did I find this? We're going to put it right over here. I'm pretty sure it was in this shed. We're going to back it in, see if we can take out a door while we're here. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. It sticks out quite a bit there. Look at how nice and neat he's got his tillage equipment parked all the way against the back wall there. Looking good. There it is. Ooh, we've got a nice older, is that the 4440? It is. Very nice. We've also got a 4955 here. I love that we've got all these older pieces of equipment floating around. And I think this is mine. We're going to turn the lights off. We're going to take this. We're going to drive this back up to the farm now. Can't you fold up the plow? Can you? That's a good question. I probably should have done that. Right now it's just lowered into the ground. Hopefully I turned off Create Fields and we're not making a mess out of the bottom of his barn. Let's go. Actually, I think that I'm going the wrong way again. We'll turn on our flashers since we're driving like a maniac. I think Jeff took that, I think it was an 8R. Down to the field here. This thing, so this is one of the Giants base game class tractors now, and it comes with the US style blinker arms and everything on it, so that's pretty cool. I'm so happy that they added in US versions of a lot of the tractors. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Enough of them that it makes me happy. There we go. Look at this. Jeff's even got his awesome Ford pickup truck here. A wonderful mod from Northwest Mods and Edits. Mr. DuBois, who was in chat a little while ago. Love this truck. Love it. We need to make some money here so we can afford it. Oh, Jeff, you've got to give me contractor rights here, sir. We got to go get the keys for the tractor. My goodness. It's funny. You know what I could do? I could cheat. I can just log in as an admin real quick. And I'm pretty sure that grants me contractor rights to everything on the map. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. He's actually going to have to grant me contractor. Oh, and we left the flashers on over here. My goodness. We're just making a mess. Austin's going to get done with this before we do. We've got the nice 2720 Ripper here, which is cool. It's all fun and games until you can't get in the tractor. Exactly. Oh no, I think Jeff went AFK. Jeff. That truck is available on from Northwest Mods and Edits on his Facebook Facebook group. You can get that. You can get that truck. I can talk tonight, really. Yeah, no dice. Well, when Jeff comes back, hopefully we can get in there. Austin, I'm gonna steal your tractor for a few spins here. We're gonna try this out. It says you have it on my end. Let's just tab through here for a second. Maybe I can tab into it. I've had trouble getting into some vehicles when I use like flight mode, but I don't have that mod installed on the server right now, so we're gonna just give this a shot. Oh, there we go. I can get in it now. Well, there we go. This thing's got the clamp-on duals. All right, let's see. This is hopefully going to be the plow mode. Break the glass. There you go. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm not watching where I'm going. Ruining Austin's GPS track, I'm sure. Wow, look at how big this thing is. I'm not going to go there. Yeah, Legendary, I was on my way to get your tractor, and then somebody showed up with one, so we're going to give this a shot and see how it goes. Hopefully, this is going to take care of my plow state bonus as well. Whoops. You can do it. Let's create a GPS line here. Need to scooch just a little bit more to the right with this. See if this will figure that out on its own. There we go. Auto width. And nope, I want to go this way a smidge. There we go. All right, loving it. And now we just need to check to make sure it's doing the plow state bonus, and I'm not going to have to come back and re-plow this. It is. Look at that. Good deal. Charlie, what's my opinion on angled plows? You don't like them? Moldboard plows? Like, I've used them in real life a few times. They're, you know, a little old-fashioned now. I'm more of a ripper guy, typically. So, you know, what Mark has over on that Kloss tractor, that'd be more what I would see for doing something like this, turning over, you know, some grass, breaking up the roots and stuff. That'd probably be more of what I would do. And then we usually, well, we didn't do a lot of conventional tillage, but when we did, we would hit it with a chisel plow or something like this if we didn't need to do as much like deep tillage. And then we would hit it with a disc or something like that in the spring to smooth things out. But we didn't do a ton of what I'd call conventional tillage. So when I'm just playing to have some fun, I kind of prefer bigger implements like this. This works out really well. When I'm playing to be somewhat serious, you know, on a map like this, I'm actually liking using some of the smaller equipment. We're going to go ahead and take this nice big headland pass now, clean up some of these scraggly bits I missed, and give us some room to turn around. Rare, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Charlie, I worked on I actually worked on 3 farms in southern Minnesota when I was growing up. Teenager, young man. The one that I worked on the longest and remember the most is was just an arable farm. We did 800 acres of corn and beans. And so had a lot of fun there. That's where I drove a lot of older John Deere style equipment back in the day. We did a type of farming at the time. It wasn't no-till. They called it ridge-till, where we just kept replanting into the same ridges year after year. We never really did any conventional tillage. And so at the time, this is 25 plus years ago, it wasn't very common. So had a lot of fun there. But I also worked on a hog farm for a little over a year. got to drive a little bit newer equipment. I think it was like an 8410 or something like that I was getting to drive. And then I would occasionally go and work for 2 local dairies when they needed some help. And so did all kinds of little odd jobs here and there. That's where I would do a lot of baling, hay, straw, etc. Got put to work quite often there. Couldn't justify 80K on something 2.5 times the size, so you went bigger. Nice. Yeah, Chris, I don't think the Traction King would handle this implement. It has a little bit higher horsepower requirement, especially with these hills. You've got a question. I don't mind questions. I don't always answer them, but you're always welcome to ask, and if it's something I can answer, I will. This is going to be a much better sized field, I feel like, for doing some corn on, because that little strip we had before was just not quite cutting it for me. I want to fill up our silage bunks over the next year. The Traction King might be able to pull it at 1 mile an hour. That's true. It is supposed to have the traction. Pulled it at 6 with the Traction King. Nice. That's actually not too bad. I think it caps out at 9, doesn't it? Let's find out. Oh, look at Mark. He's a true gentleman. He's waiting for me to get out of the way. Oh, Austin, I'm sorry. I think I've called Austin Mark like 2 or 3 times now. Am I going to play Ashton Corners when it comes out? Most likely. Going to take the Ripper back. I've got it under control. Yeah, I've probably got one more pass here. Ashton Corners is a map I've been following. I'm a huge fan of MRG. He's a cool dude. I've talked to him quite a bit over the years, so love MRG maps. Have had a ton of fun playing on those over the years, so I can't wait to check out his, you know, I believe it's going to be his first real FS22 release, right? So I know I've been following it. In fact, I think I've even got beta access to it, but he's asked content creators not to create any videos on it until it's ready to go. So as always, I want to respect that, but I will be checking it out when it's available and probably playing on it. It always depends on when a map comes out. I'd really like to actually finish a series for once here in 22. I've had so many different issues over the last few months that I've not really gotten to play FS22 as much as I would have liked. So we're hopefully going to be fixing that here soon. In fact, my wife is leaving town all of next week. And so every night next week, hopefully, I'll be recording content and getting that over to the editor to get that out there. So hopefully I can actually get ahead for a change and have a few videos queued up and get the content rolling. Rare, I downloaded Westby and County Line and added the file into my mods folder, and the maps didn't show up. I only have the base game maps. So one of two things is going on there, depending on the map, and I don't think Westby is this way, but you possibly need to unzip the map first if it's a map that requires unzipping. So you want to check that and see if there's a collection of zip files inside of the download or if it's just the map. And then for Westby, there's actually 2 files you need to download. The map, and then there's a zip file that's got a whole bunch of mods in it. And the second file you need to unzip and put in there, otherwise the map won't work. And so that might be causing your problem. So Frankenmuth I did a review on back before it released on ModHub, so I've definitely checked out that Michigan map. There's another 16X Michigan map that I haven't had a chance to check out yet that I want to check out, so looking forward to seeing what that's all about. that came out recently here. But Frankenmuth just came out today, I think, on the in-game mod hub for all platforms, and so you need to definitely check that out. I liked it. It's a cool map. I don't think I'll be doing a Let's Play series on it, just because it's not coming at a great time for me, but I know the guy who made it, and I love his maps and stuff, so I highly recommend checking that out. And ironically, Taylor Farms, who's the map creator there of that map, the Frankenmuth map, I believe, he's actually where I made my first online, appearance in a live stream. I was actually in some of the live streams he did way back in the day for Farm Sim 17, I think. I was on his multiplayer servers for a while. I think we've got everything here. I'm folding this up. I want to go down here to the other end and just double check. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I have no idea what key on my keyboard does that, or on my steering wheel. I think I'm gonna try and clean up this edge a little bit. It looks like there's some danger of running between these two fields if we were to use a worker, is my concern. Like, there's some grass here, but it looks like the field and the grass are kind of blending together here. I'm kind of nervous about this. I don't want all of that to become part of this field, so I think I'm gonna leave this little strange grass strip in here to help keep a barrier there. It might prevent a worker from jumping the line if I ever use it, so. Blake, you have a question. You're playing on Westby, and I go to all the farms and the buildings are not there. If the buildings aren't there, it means you didn't download the second file. So there's two files for Westby. You got to download the map, which is just the map file. You put that right in your mod folder. The second file is a zip file containing a bunch of barns and buildings for the map. And so you need to download that second file and then take all of those mods and put them into your mod directory. So this would be Jeff's tractor. I guess we need to figure out where Jeff lives and take his tractor back. Because I think... Oh, no, wait. We've got more plowing to do. Oh, did our soybeans... Wait a second. Oh, that's weeds. Okay. I was about to freak out. I was like, did our soybeans die? No. We've got one more field that we need to go and plow up real quick. I forgot that we've got this third field way back in the corner. So we're going to zip on back here and go do that one. That'll take all of 2 minutes with this giant plow setup. And I have to say a huge thank you to all of the other members on the server here who are letting me borrow their equipment tonight to get the farm started. I'm definitely would not be able to keep going here with how much money we already spent, so we need a passive fertilizer on field 58. I don't even know what my own field numbers are. 58? Maybe, let's look. Actually, most of 58's good. It's just the strip that's the field itself that needs a little bit of fertilizer on it. All right, let's see here. We're gonna... It's irking me that combine's actually full of crop. Like, I want to go put a tarp over it or something so it doesn't get wet. Now, technically, I think we had like a little road down from the farm there, but that hill gets to be a little treacherous. I'm always worried about rolling the equipment over. We've got Austin going to pick up that feed wagon that we bought on sale. That's nice. Get that back up here to the farm. Not that I have any equipment that we can actually get bales or stuff into there, so we're going to need some augers or some belts to get the silage and stuff up into the appropriate things. It's gonna be an adventure getting all of our equipment started for sure. All right, I'll get this low. Can I lower this? There we go. It lowers just a little bit slower than I was expecting. Oh no, we're killing our grass. So that's a problem. I wasn't expecting that tall grass to get plowed under. Am I in create field? Yeah, limit to fields. Oops. It's always something. Now these two fields are one field as far as... Oh no. Well, we're just gonna have to try and be careful. We're real good at being careful. That's been clearly demonstrated here. I'm gonna try and just get over a smidge. I just know I'm gonna end up plowing these together. I don't want to lose too much grass. I mean, well, let's be realistic. All of this is grass field, so if I were to plow some of this into a field, it's not the end of the world here. All right, here we go, here we go. Forward gears, drop it down a few. Adjust our camera. Oh, we're killing the grass. Ah, well. We're just not going to use workers. Nitrodad fence. I probably could use a fence, but I just know the fence is going to cause as many problems as this is causing me. What I need is one of those little roller things to go put the permanent grass in between the fields here. We might just have to lease one of those and clean this all up here. I could paint the side of the field so they don't merge. That's true. Yeah, I could just get the landscaping tool out and do it that way too, if I don't want to use the equipment. I'm trying to think how far back here I want to take this. We'll probably go all the way back. Oh, it's running out. All right. Let me look here. Oh, that is a whole field thing. All right, let's just do it. We'll get it all turned over and then we'll figure out what we're doing. It's kind of hard to see the edge of the field from a normal view angle here. Here we go. Yeah, Charlie, the Ford pickup is Northwest Mods and Edits, Jonathan DeBoy. So if you look him up on Facebook, you will find Northwest Mods and Edits, the Facebook group, and you can download the Ford pickup truck from there. All right, trees. I see ya. Oh, thank you very much, Godly Devil. I am not paying attention to the water. I was busy. I'm lost in thought thinking about where I'm going to divide up these fields right now. I'm not sure how I want to do it. So while I think about how big I want these field sections to be, we're going to head up here. I'd really like to potentially plow up all the grass area over time so that we can get rid of that plow penalty and then get everything ferted and seeded again with grass and divide things up in a sane way. So we might get back out there and do some more of that at some point. We're not going to try and plow all of the grass tonight. That would be insanity. But we might turn that into a live stream event here next week, and just get a bunch of people out here, maybe get everybody from the server out here with the plow and start hitting stuff. Unzip the file. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. I'm gonna continue this forward. I just want to see how far this goes. There we go. I do like that this road is here. Maybe we'll have this field come all the way down to like the edge of the road there. So if I like take this part out as well. I can kind of straighten this all out here like that. Something like that actually doesn't look too bad. We'll paint a little bit of grass in between here to keep things sane. And that'll do it. Alright, let's get back onto this, and I think I can even get a B track going here. Exactly, Toby. That's what I was thinking, is just do a plow day. Get everybody out here, do it all together, and we'll plow up all that grass area over there. I mean, we've got a ton of land on this farm. We'll plow it all in, get it all prepped real nice, get it fertilized, seed some grass, call it a day. I've got to get a seeder at some point too then. We've got a couple of good seeders on here. You can put a loader on the small internationals. Yeah, I think that's what I had on the previous iteration of the multiplayer server. We might have to pick up a small international of some kind just as a yard tractor for feeding the cows and stuff. I'm kind of curious to see how much money silage is going to make on this map. I know there's some places I can sell silage, hopefully loose silage, because we've got a ton of it, and that'd be a nice way to get ourselves into the positive here and make a little bit of money. Nice. Yeah, I could hear my kid woke up a little bit ago, so my wife's been up there dealing with it, luckily, on my behalf. I think she knows she's going to be gone all next week. So next week is spring break for my oldest, and my youngest, I think. Either way, they're going to visit colleges, my goodness. My oldest is going to be a senior next year, and so we're already at that stage where he has to figure out where he's going to go to college. And so they've got, I think, 6 or 7 college tours lined up for next week. So my wife and my oldest are going to go and look at the colleges while I stick around here with the younger one, because traveling with the 5-year-old, while not completely unpleasant, I think he would get bored pretty quickly doing nothing but go college to college for a week straight. And so he and I are going to hang out here while my wife and oldest go and try and figure out where he's going to go to college, which is kind of cool and kind of scary at the same time. So definitely not sure when he got so old that he thinks he's going to go to college now. So we'll figure that out here, and hopefully his mom and I can hold ourselves together while he grows up on us. Farming Nation, good to see ya. Appreciate the welcome back. We're having a blast. I'm happy to be getting to live stream here. I feel like sometimes, you know, and especially lately, I spent so much time trying to get the multiplayer server to a point where everybody can log in and enjoy it that I haven't gotten a chance to actually play on it much. So I'm super, super excited. Oh my goodness, we almost made it through the stream, folks, but unfortunately, that's an official crash counter. We are right into that telephone pole. We're, what, a minute 34 into the stream before I crashed for the first time. Tisk, tisk. We came close a few times. Oh no, oh no. Am I going to make it? We're going to make it. We made it. Yeah, Permas, it's exactly. It's like, let's fly somewhere to go to a college and then just walk around all day and look at things. Like, no, that doesn't sound fun. Legendary silage is big dollars. That's encouraging, because I could use some big dollars. We got to get some pretty beefy equipment on this farm, because these hills are no joke. We're putting all kinds of hours on Jeff's equipment here. We're gonna have to get the paint and repair mod on here to cut the costs down. Cedo Ann Arbor has a good one. Yeah, we're looking at some of the Michigan colleges, a couple of them, I'll say. But he's got his eyes set on a few other ones. He's looking to go into economics, and so there's a few colleges with pretty good economics programs, and so we'll see where things go. Obviously, I would love to see us stay in Michigan so that we don't have to pay out-of-state tuition fees somewhere. But at the end of the day, the choice is kind of up to him within reason. And so I'd like to give him some freedom to see where he wants to go and what he wants to do. We'll see how it goes. Jeff brought our tractor back just as we're finishing up with his. So I'm going to bring this up to the yard here. And I guess actually, well, I could drive it back for Jeff, but if he's here, maybe he's going to drive it back. He's probably waiting impatiently to get on with doing his own work. There he is. Oh, I thought the pressure washer was here. It's over there. I was going to give it a wash for you, Jeff. I guess not. I love the new Farm Simulator hoodie with the embossed design. That looks sharp. Looks good. I might have to switch out at some point. Good deal. I'm liking these Claas tractors, though. All right. So we did all this. We need to go check on these cows. And, yeah, that's... So University of Chicago is one that he's looking at right now because I've heard good things. We know we have some friends, and he went to University of Chicago for econ, so he had good things to say. Oh, we're making milk, and productivity's coming up now that we got straw in here, folks. We're going to start making dairy money any day now. I'm really tempted to buy some cows over in this other one because I think we put some food in there, but I'm not sure. I think I need something that can scoop this silage first, so. Farming Nation. Nope, I'm in Michigan here. Yeah, Mark, I saw that you couldn't finish the contract. I don't have a mod on here to give money, though, unfortunately. So that'll have to wait till the next maintenance, and I can correct that via the XML file. Cybermine, long time. Good to see ya. Long process training for DevOps. DevOps can be a lot of fun, so hopefully that went well for you. And, you're learning something and gonna get a decent position there. I've done a fair amount of DevOps work in my day. Requiem, first time catching me live. Good to see me. Very interesting listening to your stories. Learned so many new things I can't relate to as German. Nice. Well, in that vein, I actually lived in Germany for 6 years. When I was younger. My father was in the U.S. Army, and we were stationed in Germany on 2 separate tours. So I've got a little bit of experience in Germany. My German is a little rusty at this point, though, so don't ask me to speak too much. But my wife and I actually, well, we weren't married at the time, but we visited Germany just a few years ago, and I was surprised how much of it came back to me after being there for a week, so... I can't open this silage pit. We need something with a bucket or something, I think, to get that open. All right. Oh, having a blast heading to Capital One for an internal tooling project. Yeah, it's funny how many internal projects DevOps tends to get hooked into. Always trying to improve processes. I'm going to watch Austin try and pick up this silage where I failed. He's probably got it under control. But yeah, so University of Pennsylvania is one that they're visiting on this trip, and then a bunch of the Northeast-style colleges as well, I believe. So now that that's picked up, can we uncover. Like, it's usually R to unblanket, I think. And that's just not doing anything for us. I think if I had a bucket, I could just scoop it. Oh, there's a little bit of silage over here on the corner. Maybe if we pick that up, I'd get the option. It is done fermenting because we already opened it partially and took some out. Yeah, that didn't really pick it up either. I have no idea. It's always something with Farm Sim. You have to use a bucket. Yeah, that's what I thought, American Farmer, is that I just need a bucket to get it actually opened up, so... Oh my goodness, legendary with the 700 ping. That's definitely going to be unplayable. Does anybody have a tractor with a bucket that I could borrow for 5 minutes? I think Jeff had, or not Jeff, Tom had one, I think. We're going to run across the road here and see if we can hijack one of Tom's tractors for 5 minutes. By the cheap international, we're going to need it anyway. I could, but I was just hoping to get by, like, until we start making some money before I spent this little bit of money we've got left on anything. We might need something else really badly. But I really want one of these Farmall turbos just because they look cool. That's going to be my auger tractor at some point. Oh, look, here he comes. It's got a silage fork and everything. I've got new John Deere bucket tools from McKnight Gaming. I've got to get in on the server because I'm tired of these, what is this, all butt? With 2 T's too. Like, who wants a butt? I don't want a butt to shovel stuff with. I want a nice John Deere flavored bucket or silage fork, so we're gonna get one. Oh my goodness, grad school next year. That's crazy, Nitro Dad. We're not there yet. We got one more year of high school where I can still pretend that he's a kid and I'm not old and he's not gonna leave home and everything's fine. But they grow up so fast. Who's running the 1206 Farmall without white fenders and rims? That should affect your credit score. Nice. Alright, let's see. Where's my... is it back behind this barn? Yeah, there it is. Alright, well, let's see if we can get this opened up now. Whoops, whoops. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I think my silage is bugged. Sorry, I'm trying to switch gears here. I gotta go backwards now. Not used to the gears. We're stuck. Alright, let's go a little bit slower when we try and hit this. I'm gonna try it on the other end if this doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be doing much for me. I'm gonna hit it on the other side here now. Gears, gears, gears. She gets paid for grad school. Nice. You can do your laundry at her place. I like it. See, I see a little tiny bit of silage there. I'm hoping if I can start picking that up, that it'll start working. The funny thing is when I first logged onto the server, I got the R to unblanket option, and I did it, and we got a little bit of silage uncovered, and I picked it up. There we go. Now we can do this. Let me just see if I can get the rest of it while I've got the tool, and then we can give this back, because I won't need it the whole time. We can use the loading wagon to technically do this. There we go. So it's always the little things, and once you get it sorted out, things do tend to work out. Oops, I'm trying to pick up a load. Here we go. This is 1,000 liters. Yeah, we're Not going to win any speed filling races with this. I think I'm hung up on some silage here. Come on, 4440, you can do this. You got it. All right, maybe we'll go backwards. We're like, I don't know what we're hung up on. I can't actually see that we're hung up on anything. We're just slipping and sliding in the silage here. There we go. We'll go the other way. This would be so much easier. I gotta get the thing so my chair doesn't move all over the place on me before next stream. It's very disorienting. Check on these animals are all but full. I can't put anything else in here because I put so much hay in that there's no room for silage. So we're gonna come down here and dump this one bucket full into the other barn that we're getting geared up. Once this is set up, we'll probably buy some more cows in this barn and start making some real money. Oh my goodness, I just dumped this in. Hopefully it went into the barn. Let's just do this. Let's buy some cows in this barn. We did Holsteins in the other one. Let's do some brown Swiss. I think these are milking cows. Can I buy 20 of them? I got $43,000. There. Just spend all our money on cows. And boom, we've got straw. I've got some silage. I've got a little tiny bit of hay. So yeah, we can load this up with more feed and start making some milk on this as well. Good deal. I'm excited. We've got this farm going. Do I want the honors of selling this? Well, now that we've got this opened, I want to drop a load of silage in this other barn here for the cows that we just bought. And I'm going to take this up to Tom's farm. What is in the back of Tom's truck? Is that a is that a forage header? There you go. That's awesome. I don't even want to think about how that got loaded up in there. We'll take this back up to Tom's farm real quick now that we got our silage bunk all opened up. Owen, you got the USA map that came out today. Yeah, the new, well, there's two maps that came out today, US maps on the Mod Hub, I think. There was a 4X map for PC. I forget what it was called, Clarkson US or something. And then also the Frankenmuth map. Oh, we're in his way. I thought he was going off the road for sure. Carson, I started playing Farm Sim with Farm Sim 17 when it released. I do love these 40 series tractors. It has some nice sounds and a good gear setup. Boom. All right. Appreciate the loan, Tom. That helped out immensely. Peter, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, I don't want to tab through everything in the world. I was just trying to get back to my farm. Enter. All right. What do we got here? I think Austin's filling up the forage wagon with silage here. Oh, yeah. This is what I call doing it FSN style. I did everything with a loading wagon when I played Farm Sim Network. 4X means that it's 4 times the size of a standard map. So in this case, I believe that would be a 4 kilometer by 4 kilometer map. Because I think a standard size map is 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers. So that bunk is now empty. Mark is going to go, or Austin is going to go and fill up the other cow shed here with silage. I'm actually Wasn't sure that big setup was going to get in here, so I'm happy to see that it will. It'll make our lives so much easier. And if I look at our animals now, we've got a bunch of silage. We've got a little bit of hay, so plenty of food. Nice amount of straw. Oh, we've been run over. We're done. These are going to start producing pretty quick here. When the hour ticks over, we'll start getting them into a productive state. These guys are going to be doing it great now. We could have put some more silage in there for them, I suppose, but that's all right. We've got it all out of the pits now. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I don't know how long it takes silage now in FS22. So hopefully in the next couple of days, we get a bunch of silage here. If we look at this, let's see if I can get the chat to go away. Whoops. I wish there was a button to hide chat so I could see the F1 menu. No whammy, no whammy, come on. There we go. Oh, it doesn't tell me how much is in there while it's fermenting. We're only at 0% though, folks, so 2 months for silage. That sounds about right. So we'll clean this up and get a whole bunch of silage here soon. In the meantime, hopefully our cows can survive until then. I don't think cows are going to die at this point. Not in base game at least. So yeah, Austin, there's 1.2 million liters of silage over there. So we'll be selling a good chunk of that. If we look at the sell point list here, I believe there's a few places to sell silage. Where'd it go? Up here, Nagi's farm supply. So Nagi's put down his own sell point, but there are 2 bale sell points here. I don't know if they'll take the raw or not, but we'll see. Either way, Nagi's buying it, so we can probably sell it there as well. I think I can sell it and get my money at his sell station, so that'll be fun to try out. Carson, nope, I didn't play 11 or 13. I played 15 a little bit, but I didn't start with it. I bought it like for $2 on sale or something after I was already playing 17. Went back and tried it, couldn't really get into it, and so I've been on the current version since 17 came out. So 17, 19, and 22. I also did play Farm Sim 18. I actually got all the achievements on the mobile version of 18, and then I put a few hours into 20. It didn't grab me as much. The fact that there was no ability to have AI move your stuff around was kind of a bummer. Can't dump chaff in the barn. I wouldn't imagine that you could. I'm tabbing through random vehicles now, so I think this is probably going to be a good spot to pause here. We plowed up this field. We can't plow up this field 88. We need to wait till we can harvest our soybeans, and we made our other field here. So I think I'm probably going to wrap up the stream here tonight a little bit earlier than normal. But given that this is my first get up back here in a little while, I'm going to take it easy on my voice so that tomorrow I can start working on a couple of videos and get those out on the channel. We've got a mod preview coming out from some mods that Carl Farms and Perma's Modding have been collaborating on. And then I've got some single player episodes I want to get out and a few other miscellaneous videos. I got some cool ideas. So stay tuned. We're going to be getting back into the swing of things. The first video is probably going to come out over the weekend, and then next week we'll be getting back into a more regular cadence. I don't know that we'll be getting videos out every day. My schedule is still very chaotic with some things going on in my personal life right now, but we'll get several videos out in a week. We're going to shoot for 3 or 4 and see how it goes. So I really appreciate everybody coming out today and hanging out tonight. Happy Agriculture Day to all the farmers out there. Much respect for everything that you do. And if you're not aware, join the Discord server. The link's in the description. Come and hang out on the Kedrick Farms Discord server. We've got, I don't know, 2,600 people there. and always helping each other out. Great community of people. And looking forward to more videos here next week. And live streams should be back regularly now on Tuesday nights. So we'll see you next week. Have a good one. That's all for today. Kedrick out.